Hey all, welcome back to yet another informative video. Today's one is going to be about some great ways that you can reduce food waste by utilizing every bit of any food item that you purchase. Hope you find it helpful. However, most of the video is shot in my old kitchen, but I never got a chance to upload it. So you may see my old kitchen here, but I promise it will be worth your time. And with that, let's begin with the video. When we buy Loki, we generally would eat the vegetable in various ways and throw away the peel. Next time, without discarding the peel, try making this chutney with the peel, and I promise you will love it like I did. Make sure you wash the peels very well in salt water and then dry it well with a clean dry cloth. You can either use it immediately or store it in an airtight container and use it the next day or two. To make the chutney, in a karai I have added some chana dal, urad dal, along with some jeera seeds, garlic cloves, green chilies and a little bit of hing. Then drop in the Loki peel. Fry it for a while, then put it in a mixer grinder along with some coconut chunks and tamarind. Grind everything to a fine paste. Temper it with some mustard seeds, dry red chilies and curry leaves. And it's ready. Now you can enjoy it with your everyday roti and sabzi. Or you could also eat it with rice. Or you could also eat it with idli and sambar. Or with your favorite paratha, whatever you prefer. We generally would always throw away the coriander roots and use the leaves in our dishes. But did you know that coriander roots has the most flavor? Wash the roots very well in water first, since that tends to have a lot of mud and dirt. You can use salt and water to disinfect it further. Then use a mixer and add the roots to it along with some water. Use the paste to marinate chicken along with some curd, salt and mustard oil. Or you could also use the same to make paneer. I tried it with paneer too and it turns out delicious. In a pot, I have added some cardamom, cinnamon, cloves and jeera seeds. Then I have added some chopped onions. After it's well fried, I will add the chicken or just the curd and coriander root paste in case you're making paneer. After it's cooked a little, I will add the masalas like red chili powder, jeera, coriander powder and garam masala. In the end, I will add blanched spinach puree to it. At this point, if you are making paneer, you can add the paneer cubes. I will cook it for a while, then finish it off with a sprinkle of kasuri methi. This turns out super delicious because of the strong coriander flavor in it. Try it and let me know how you liked it. Broccoli or cauliflower stems are often thrown away because we find it hard to cook. One way I have found to use the entire vegetable is to make pulao with it. Cut them in small pieces. I will use the florets in making normal broccoli fry and store the stems to make pulao the next day. When you pressure cook the stems, it becomes nice and soft. At the same time, we can consume the entire vegetable without any wastage. Normally, we would buy breadcrumbs from the market whenever we need, but making breadcrumbs at home is very easy. If you have bread left which has become hard, and in fact the sides or end of the bread which a lot of us aren't that fond of, so instead of discarding it, in a pan roast it well till it's crisp. Then grind it into a powder. And here's your breadcrumbs, just like the store-bought ones, ready to use. I'm using it here to make fish fingers for Kaya. Trust me, you'd know no difference in the store-bought ones and this. You can also make aloo cutlet with this too, or just anything that requires breadcrumbs for that matter. When you buy spring onions or leek from the market, instead of discarding the root end, try this out. Cut the stem just few inches from the roots and put it in water only to submerge the roots. In a few days, you'll see the plant growing. Now you can start using the leaves in your dishes. You can also plant it in mud after a week or so. This will help it to grow better. The same way you can also grow mint at home. Just cut few stems from the one you got from the market and put it in water in a glass. In a few days you will see roots sprouting from the leaves. Then you can plant it in mud. My mint plant has grown so well, touch wood, in a time span of 2 months. Now I stopped buying mint leaves from the market completely. So when we make carrot juice at home at times, my heart pains to throw away the pulp because the juice extracted is much lesser than the pulp. Now I have found out these amazing ways to use it, and I can make carrot or beetroot juice at home with a peace of mind. I normally use it to make omelets or add it to make healthy parathas. You can use it in a lot of other various ways. Did you know that lemon peels are high in nutritional value, antioxidants and much more? Next time you discard these peels away, you can try this out. Wash the peel well in salt water and then take out the inside of the peel like this. Cut them in slices like this so that it takes less time to dry, and put it in the sun. Once it's dried and crisp, you can grind it to make a powder. Then you can store it in an airtight container. Now it's ready to be used in anything that you would normally use lemon juice. Just make sure to use in less quantity because it may be stronger than lemon juice. I'm using it to make lemon rice here. Or you can use it in making roast chicken too. Or in fact, it tastes great in fish fry too. My daughter doesn't like apples with peels, hence instead of throwing it away, I store it in a Ziploc bag in the freezer. Once I accumulate enough of the peels, I use it to make my own apple cider vinegar at home. In a bottle, add the apple peels along with water and 2 tablespoons of sugar. Mix it well. Use a cling film to cover the jar, then put on the lid. Leave it to work its magic. After a few days, you will see the color of the water change. Just make sure to stir the mixture well after every few days. After 2 weeks or so, you can keep it in the fridge in case you live in a place with hot climate. After 3 weeks to a month, it's ready and has turned into apple cider vinegar. You can now strain it and store it in a jar for use. Homemade apple cider vinegar is ready. Apple cider vinegar has many uses. You can use it to wash vegetables because of its antibacterial properties. Or you can also use it to get rid of musty or fishy smell from containers. Pour some ACV in the container and fill it with water and leave it for some time. Wash it after a few hours and you can notice no sign of smell at all. It is also very effective in cleaning smelly kitchen drains. Eggshells are very high in calcium and acts as a great fertilizer for plants. Wash the eggshell in water and dry it in the sun. Then use a grinder to make a fine powder. Now it's ready to be used as a fertilizer for your plants. You can either sprinkle it over the soil or you can mix it with the soil while potting any plant. Orange peel, like everyone knows, has many benefits. Just dry the orange peel well in the sun, and if you think it's not crisp enough, you can also roast it in a pan for a while like I did. Then grind it into a fine powder and store it in an airtight container. Now it's ready to use. I normally use it as a daily face pack along with 2 tablespoons of besan, curd and honey. It's all natural, so it's great for your kids' skin too. You will be surprised at the result. It gives an instant yet natural glow to your skin. And that's all for today's one. I hope you find it helpful and try them out soon. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye.